alongside Chris Welsh and Jim Day, Tom Brady. In a great American ballpark. Great to have you with us, and great to be back on the home front, and great to have Luis Castillo on the mound. He has been mighty good in this ballpark, Chris, over the last couple of years.
You know, Tom, it always was amazing to me how good Johnny Cueto was in his ballpark. It seemed to get into everybody else's head except Cueto. It doesn't get into the head of Luis Castillo either. You know, he's throwing the ball harder this year than he has before. He's still getting strikeouts. You know, he's not registering the same kind of success. I mean, he pitched the last game where the Reds lost 13-0. But, you know, you still feel very good about him being on the mound. 97 plus, and that great changeup is a pretty good combination.
Well, one guy in the lineup who figures to give them some support is Jesse Winker, swinging the bat better than we've seen him really in about a year and a half.
Well, and he's in the lineup again against a left-hander. I mean, usually that's reserved for Joey Votto and Joey Votto alone, but when you're swinging as many line drives off your bat as Winker is, you got to get him in there as much as possible, using all the fields, not trying to overpower the ball. You know, it's just good to see, because he was very hot in the original spring training. He was hot in summer camp, and this kid's proving to everybody he can flat out hit.
Now, the Kansas City Royals, a lot of people, you know, they kind of wrote these guys off not being a contender in the American League Central Division. Well, not so fast. They've had a killer schedule. They come in on a 4-game winning streak. They just got finished knocking off the Minnesota Twins, and they are really hitting the ball.
Well, they are, and it's a nice combination of youth, kids that they drafted in 2018, and maybe some retreads that you remember from other ball clubs, but are better of expectations when you have, you know, you get an opening day start like he did last year, and he's opening day starter 1A this year, and everybody expects him to be in the Cy Young Award race, you know, when you start the season. But he still has an incredibly talented array of pitches. He can be dominant. He's striking out a lot of hitters. He's throwing strikes. Right now, a couple of the small sample size things are working against him. We'll tell you about that as the game goes on. But I like the way he matches up, especially with so many right-handers in this Kansas City lineup.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. The field in center, the former Cub Jorge Soler, the DH. And Perez behind the plate. Hunter Dozier just came back off the injured list in right. Ryan O'Hearn, the first baseman. And Mondesi, exciting young shortstop. Former Philly Maikel Franco down at third. Longtime Royal Alex Gordon in left. And Nicky Lopez will play second base. Take a look at the Reds defensively, presented by Ford, and look who's back in there tonight. Nick Senzel in center. Winker is starting left, Castellanos in right. Middle infield tonight, Farmer and Colon. Farmer in there at the shortstop position, and Casale hanging the signs for Castillo. C.B. Buckner calling by Jeff Wyler Automotive. Senzel in center, Castellanos in right, Votto at first, Suarez at third, Davidson the DH, Jesse Winker in left, and a latter third of Casale, the former Royal and postseason hero Christian Colon, and Kyle Farmer is the shortstop. In his first full year out of pro.
Short 60-game season, having a team that might contend, and looking toward a lot of college pitchers that they drafted over the last few years. Bubic is a guy that has really ascended through the system in a hurry. He's only 22 years.